Good morning, guys. Having a look at Bitcoin this morning. So obviously, I have been saying that there's potential that this move up, this 5 wave high time frame move up on Bitcoin could be over. The minimum requirements have been met in the forms of the wave, all the sub waves potentially accounted for. It could end up extending higher. Definitely, I'm not ruling that off yet. I'm not entirely sure if the top is in yet. I do want to see a 5 wave decline from the highs. That is probably what's going to signal to me that the top is in, an impulsive move down, which so far we haven't seen yet. So I've been asked over the last few days quite a few times, okay, what is the bull case? Like, what would it take for you to start longing again? So basically, what I would want to see from this point for me to start longing again is a clear ABC down. So we start pulling off from the highs in an ABC rather than in an impulsive move. And if that were the case, in my opinion, I think we've most likely probably just done an A and we're probably working through a B now, and it will probably end up looking something like this. So this would have been an impulsive rise. This move here down would have been an A, and what this current chop that we're in right now, most likely a B, in which case, we'd probably come up here, maybe reject from here, maybe even take out that high, and then start sort of coming off, probably down to around about here, like so, and then hit that level and then put in a really nice strong reversal candle. And then that as a whole would look like a 3 wave move down on the back of a sort of 5 wave move up, because we did make a new high here. And if that were the case, then I would say we will most likely be looking to extend again. Right now, I don't think we're just going to start pumping up to all-time highs. I think this looks like chop. This looks like a mess. It doesn't look clear. I think what's most likely going to happen, if this is still bullish and hasn't topped, which it's definitely still possible by all means. There's absolutely no evidence that we have topped yet. There are high time frame divs brewing. We have all the minimum requirements met, but we don't have any kind of impulsive move. Like, there's no sort of impulsive move down from the lows signaling that the top is in. Right now, we're still trading around about near highs. So definitely, I'm open to the possibility of this unfolding as an ABC, but it doesn't look like an ABC right now. This just looks like chop. This just looks like a hot mess. If this is going to end up being more bullish, I do think we're probably going to end up doing something like this. And then if that does happen and we sort of chop up around here, probably maybe take out this high again and get everyone to really think we're about to push all-time highs, and then fuck everyone and take these lows down here. If that were to happen, and it doesn't need to come all the way down to the 61.8, it might even just sweep this A-wave low down here. But if that were to happen, and then we get a strong reaction and it starts reclaiming this breakdown level here, I mean, obviously this is hypothetical because it hasn't happened yet. But if that did happen, I probably would be open to the fact that this is an ABC and we're going to extend again, in which case this would probably turn into another 5 wave move and would extend again, and this would end up doing something like this. Maybe even turn into an ending diagonal, like so. Bull markets love to end on ending diagonals. They love to be the final wave. We've seen that many times before. But in any case, that is probably what I would want to see for me to switch bull again here. A nice, clean, clear ABC back down. ABCs are very clear. They happen all the time, like this. This move here was a clear ABC. We got the A, we got a B up, and then a C down. Clean, clear 3 wave move down. Every single pullback has been a clear ABC. This one here, obviously this is a flat, but it was a 3 waves. A, B, C, A, B, C, A, B, C. All these moves, all these corrective moves have been ABC. So I wouldn't expect this to go up from here without putting in at least a 3 wave move down. If that were the case, yes, I would probably flip bullish again. For one final high, and we'd be taking, expecting, one final hurrah back up into the 120s. But for now, it hasn't happened yet. That is probably what I would want to see to flip bullish again. And if that were the case, if we've got a nice, clean, clear 3 wave move down, yes, I would probably start longing some stuff again. And that would probably most likely translate into something similar with Sol. If that were the case, I think Sol would probably end up being this would probably be an A. We're probably in some kind of choppy B here, like some some kind of triangle bloody B wave like so, and then something like that, and then that push up as well. We just need to see it happen. That's kind of what I'd be expecting to see if I were to flip bullish again. And I do think, there's potential that can happen. I don't think it's my base case by any means. I just want to see what happens and see how everything unfolds, and I need some more time, because right now I think we're just chopping about, and I think over the next probably week it's going to start becoming much more clear. I think we're probably going to pop up here and start coming off, and then as we come off, that's when I'm going to decide whether or not this is an ABC, or whether or not this is going to end up turning into an impulsive decline, and maybe just sort of it does something like this and starts looking impulsive to the downside. I'll decide that as it starts to unfold, but right here, right now, I'm just not interested in taking any trades for now. So that's my thoughts on Bitcoin this morning, and that is probably what I would want to see for me to flip bullish again. That question has been asked many times over the last few days. So there is the answer to that. So cheers, guys. Bye.